Kung Fu. It's an ancient Chinese art that is passed down from generation to generation. Now let's look at 5 Wichita State students who have made a name for themselves studying Kung Fu from a master. Teacher Grace-monnat gives lessons here on North St. Francis Street. 5 of her star pupils also study at Wichita State. The students say they commit a great deal of time to their training. However, when I asked if the Kung Fu ever got in the way of their academic career, they responded saying it was quite the opposite.
In a sense, the effort we put here kind of goes toward the studies. Yeah. Because like you feel the effort constantly putting forth in Kung Fu and stuff, and you take that same drive, you can apply it to your studies.
One thing that Grace is constantly on our case about is posture, how you carry yourself. So when I find myself walking more upright, I also find myself projecting myself differently when I talk to people more confidently, more assertive, though not necessarily rude. I feel it makes me a lot healthier, a lot more in shape, more motivated to just get up and do my day.
Wu-monnat is internationally known as a master of Northern Kung Fu, and her students have gained recognition by winning several wushu tournaments. Wushu is a competitive form of Kung Fu. Most recently, 5 of her students won gold in an AAU competition in Dallas.
I think they expect us to. Yeah, they expect us to get first or something, but with us, we kind of have like doubts, you know, because there are people that are really good, you know, out there.
Grace Wu-monnat's tie to Kung Fu is not just cultural, she also has a family tradition with the martial arts. Her grandfather, Wang Ziping, was a grand master in Chinese martial arts. Her mother also taught and organized wushu competitions in China and the U.S.
She is the first woman all-around champion in Chinese martial arts and in the early years of the China national sports.
So why does a teacher so renowned in Chinese arts teach here in Wichita?
I teach martial arts here is because I think it's a cultural exchange. I'm African, I'm learning American, learning English, learning the Western culture, but also it's good for me to just exchange my background to so people can learn it from each other.
That exchange is more than a way to fight or compete. For the students, it's an approach to life.
With this school, I think if you really stick with it, I think what you're going to learn how to be is a good person. Because Grace is a good person, and your values, it just comes from discipline. You know, whenever any problem comes up, you learn how to solve it because of the discipline, just like innate. And I think that's a very valuable lesson.
Reporting for the Sunflower, I'm Schaeffer Bonner.